This is the water tank from my dehumidifier. Now you might ask why I can't just drill a hole in here and attach a piece of hose to go through my filter. And there is absolutely no reason why you can't do this. However, that now makes this tank kind of useless if you wanted to use this setup as just a dehumidifier. Now you got a little hose coming out there. I mean, unless you wanted that hose to go to like a sink or something, which is fine too, but I would prefer not to damage something if I don't have to. In this case, I don't have to. So as you can see, using the Sawyer mini filter as a gravity filter does work. Now this is not going to win any races by any stretch of the imagination, but it is effectively filtering the water through gravity. Now my dehumidifier is definitely not going to have that much of a flow rate, so you're probably going to get a bit of a backlog here anyways, which is perfect because that allows more weight to push down on the water and have it dripping out. I've had my test rig here running for a little while, overnight and then some, probably a little in excess of 24 hours. I just shut it off, so the water would flow out of my dehumidifier up here, down through the pipe. Didn't really collect in here. This funnel here is actually quite a bit of overkill. I actually expected a lot more buildup from here, just given the rate of flow of the filter. But I was pleasantly surprised that there's just a little bit of water sitting on the top here, and it appeared to be drained or filtering quite rapidly. So I'm a little surprising. I could actually cut this filter or this funnel in half if I want to. So goes through the filter, drips out there into my container. This is just my test rig, so I use the top cap off of my big jumbo tainer. And I got probably a quarter liter of water, an old Nalgene bottle. So give it a try. Tastes very sanitary. It doesn't taste like, literally doesn't taste like anything. You don't have that usual tap water taste. It tastes completely sterile, really. It has no flavor whatsoever. I mean, it's kind of prefer tap water, but I mean, it's not bad. Definitely would not be turning this down if you were very thirsty. If the air is dry, this is just not going to work very well. If the air is very moist, it's going to work extremely well. I mean, I got a decent amount of water running it, and it hasn't really been that. In the past, say 12 hours, it's been getting a little bit more humid, but for the most part, I mean, we're in the beginning of May. It's fairly dry right now. And I got a decent amount of water, so that's not bad. And that was over 24 hours of this constant operation. Now the thing is, would there be a problem with taking the tank, putting it in the dehumidifier, just running it, and taking the contents of the tank and dumping it into a bottle like this? Nothing wrong with that. That would actually be exactly the same system as this, except it wouldn't be as automated. When the tank was full, you dump it in a water bottle, you fill it to a water bottle, and off you go. Nothing wrong with that. This, you don't have to even think about. For a 7-gallon tank like I had, I mean, it would take a long time to fill, but if you had the excess power capacity and you had the empty container laying around and you had no real source of water nearby, or you weren't going to get water anytime soon, or as an extra container, no reason to run this if you had the power capacity. And that's really the key point, is do you have enough capacity in your power supply to run even a small unit like this, or several of them? Obviously several small units would be a lot better. I'll just show you guys what I did here. Yeah, this is the inlet of the pipe, but this is where the outlet goes of my dehumidifier, which is up there. And all I did is I strapped it. Some metal strapping, so it's not going to, I mean, it can still move, but it's not going to go anywhere, like just sitting there. And on the bottom, I attached a couple of leveling screws, because you can see here, there's a bit of a high spot in the center. So as I put this together, I needed those leveling screws to make sure it sat level. Yeah, that is it. And the beauty of doing it this way is that the actual unit is not damaged. So you can use this and you could take the system down. Maybe it doesn't work here. Maybe you want to just use it as a dehumidifier, say the bathroom or something like that, and then just dump this into your filter bottles. One more point of note is you could also, if you wanted to, just put a hole in here and run a pipe out. I looked at doing that. I wouldn't recommend it, but it's totally fine if that's what you want to do. You could get water, or you could get piping or a hose right there that would fit that, and then maybe it would fit there, something like this. But this one is just big enough to fit. Yeah. So like something like that, that would work, but you would need enough length here that if water started to back up, that it would be, that you would have enough room so that the filter could still filter fast enough to drain enough water out of here. That'd be more so than the water that's coming in. That would be the very important part. You'd have to kind of figure that out. But there's nothing wrong with doing that either. I chose not to do that because I didn't want to damage the unit. Because I plan on using this in other locations, and I want a lot of versatility. The second I drill that tank, I lose that versatility. One last point of note, actually. Back here, this is a 12-volt unit. This reason why I chose this is because it's 12 volt. I don't have to worry about having a power inverter to, if I'm running this off of a solar unit. If I have excess capacity in my solar battery or solar panels and the power coming in, there's no reason I can't run one of these 24 hours a day, as long as I have the excess capacity. And being 12 volt doesn't require an inverter. I don't get that power loss. I just plug this straight into the batteries with a homebrew cord I would have to make, and it would work quite nicely. But the big stand-up units, no. You have to, they're plugged into the wall. That means that they're 110 volts, and then now you need a power inverter to up the power. So that's why I chose this. This is way better for off-grid scenarios than the larger units. That's it.